In the presence of the first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the premiere of the TV program Gidha was held yesterday, which was launched by the General Command of the Royal Guard upon the directive of National Security Advisor and Commander of the Royal Guard, Lieutenant General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa. The ceremony was attended by the Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Naimi, a number of senior officials, guests and invitees. His Highness noted that the program highlights the capabilities of the Bahraini youth through a series of military challenges, adding that it is a new and innovative media production at the Arab level that gives the opportunity for young people to showcase their abilities. He said that the name Gidha in itself indicates challenge and excellence. His Highness commended the efforts of the crew and all supporting bodies, hailing all participants. He also congratulated the top 3 winners. His Highness officially launched the program, which will be streaming on Shahid platform starting on Friday with 7 episodes. The Sunni Waqf Council Chairman Sheikh Dr. Rashid bin Mohammed Al Hajri opened the Yusuf bin Shaheen bin Sagr Al Jalahma Mosque in the area of Joe in the southern governorate. Addressing the inauguration ceremony, Dr. Al Hajri hailed the role of His Majesty the King in caring for places of worship, extending thanks to His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. He also highlighted the efforts made by the Sunni Waqf Council Board in promoting places of worship and caring for them and engaging donors to construct mosques. Built on a land covering 5,050 square meters, the new mosque has a constructed area of more than 830 square meters, accommodating more than 500 worshippers. During the first regular session of the 6th legislative term, the Public Utilities and Environment Committee of the Shura Council held 9 meetings, during which it discussed many legislations related to the environment and the organization of buildings and housing. The committee also prepared 2 reports on Decree Law 32 of the year 2022, amending some provisions of decree laws on the organization of buildings, urban planning, and the division of lands intended for reconstruction and development, as well as Decree Law 43 of the year 2022, adding a new article to Decree Law 3 of the year 1994 on the division of lands intended for reconstruction and development. The committee is still studying the proposal for a law to amend Article 1 of Decree Law 10 of the year 1976 regarding housing, which aims to restore or rebuild dilapidated houses free of charge for citizens with limited income. The Telecommunications Regulatory Authority (TRA) conducted an emergency response committee meeting to review its telecom emergency response plan. The plan aims to prevent possible disruptions and ensures that the TRA and the industry can work together to maintain the continuity of telecommunication services during emergencies. The committee discussed the development and implementation of proactive measures for addressing potential telecommunication challenges in times of crises. The telecommunication emergency response plan encompasses strategies, protocols, and technologies to strengthen resilience and ensure a swift collaborative response and recovery. The Ministry of Education announced an update on the academic calendar for the next academic year 2023-2024. This update includes the days and dates of IELTS exams for secondary school students to measure English language skills. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority (LMRA) affirmed the continuation of its coordination with various government agencies to address illegal practices in the labour market, noting the implementation of joint inspection campaigns with various government entities in the capital, Southern and Muharraq governorates. The inspection campaigns included visiting a number of shops and work sites to determine the extent of compliance with regulations and laws, especially the LMRA law and the residency law in Bahrain, where a number of legal violations were recorded. The first campaign was conducted in the capital governorate and was attended by the Sentence Enforcement Department along with the General Directorate of Crime Detection and Forensic Evidence at the Ministry of Interior, while the second campaign was conducted in the Southern Governorate and was attended by the General Directorate of Crime Detection and Forensic Evidence at the Ministry of Interior. The third campaign was conducted in the Muharraq Governorate and was attended by the Nationality, Passports and Residence Affairs. During the current year, Bahrain hosted 14 wedding ceremonies for families from or residing in several countries who chose Bahrain as their destination to hold their celebrations. The various facilities and distinguished sites made Bahrain the most prominent destination for such family celebrations, due to its touristic attractions such as tourist facilities with high international ratings, as well as islands, heritage sites and beaches. Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority made continuous efforts during a record period of time to promote Bahrain as a leading tourist destination for weddings and social events.